Hey guys, it's Robin, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I have got some ideas on what to warm in June. So I've been doing a video here at the end of every month about bars that are currently in the catalog, that are currently available for purchase, that I think are really perfect for the coming month. So I have got a basket here of 10 bars that I've chosen from the catalog and a couple honorable mentions to consider melting in the month of June. Some of these are bars that I personally like to melt in June, and some of them are bars that I don't necessarily melt myself, but I just think really suit the month of June really well. So if you're interested in some ideas for what to warm this month, stay tuned. So we have kind of a bright rainbow assortment here for June, which is excellent. And we will kind of jump in first here with Tangerine Creamsicle. These are in no particular order, by the way. Tangerine Creamsicle is a kind of tangerine vanilla cream type scent, very much like a creamsicle. This is sweet, it's creamy, it smells like a creamsicle. The orange here has a bit of a tartness to it, but not very much. But there is a definite orange note with that kind of creamy ice cream type scent. This smells like a melty, lovely, creamsicle. Really good. So this one I would say is probably like a medium strength. I tend to do this in bedrooms. I will do it in my open layout as well. I don't know that this would be a good choice for a large open layout, but for my space, it does fine. About an average duration, maybe slightly less than average duration, but about average. Medium strength, really nice. Good if you just want something easy, breezy, light, and nothing fussy. Pretty widely appealing. Most people are going to enjoy this, I think, as long as you like sweet scents. Yeah, Tangerine Creamsicle is just a mood-lifting scent. It's really nice. So Tangerine Creamsicle, highly recommend. The next one is one that I personally melt in June, I think every year. I think I might have missed it last year. But I tend to melt a lot of rainbow sherbet in June. This one is one that when I first got into Scentsy, it was around May. And then in June, my daughter has her birthday. So I had warmed this for her first birthday that I was with Scentsy. And it's such a good like kids' birthday party scent. It's so strong. This is a very strong bar. This will hold up to any open layout. So rainbow sherbet, this one has, I think, orange, lime, maybe strawberry. It is a citrusy, punchy, strong sherbet scent. It is sweet and fruity. It is a lot. This is a very good bar though. You can smell it through the packaging. It's crazy strong. So any hard to scent space that you have, try rainbow sherbet. I think it's going to do the job for you. Very strong and fruity, really fun. This is a classic. Scentsy's had this for a long time, I believe. I hope they never get rid of this because I think it's just a staple. Like, it's just, yeah. The only bad thing I can say about this bar is that it's hard to mix with because it is so strong. So if you choose to mix with this scent, I think it would pair well with other scents, but make sure that you use much less rainbow sherbet and much more of the other scent that you're mixing with, because this one tends to overpower everything. So rainbow sherbet, really good bar, especially if you want something very strong. Next up, we have raspberry hibiscus tea. This was a new release last year, and this one has like elderberry flower, elderberry syrup, raspberry, and hibiscus. This is pretty. This is understated. It's a little bit elegant, still nice and sweet because of the elderberry syrup. This is a June bar when it's not too hot out and it's not too cold out. It's just kind of an average June day. This is the kind of thing I would put in. This one tends to do well in my open layout. I don't know that it would do well in everyone's open layout. I would say it's at least a solid medium, like a strong medium. About an average duration. And yeah, this one's just nice. I really like this one. So raspberry hibiscus tea. Again, this is a very popular bar. I feel like this one did very well last year. I think it's fairly widely loved. So if you haven't tried it, I think it's worth picking up. And it feels especially appropriate for the month of June. Next up, we have one that had been a scent of the month originally, and then it was so wildly popular, they threw it in the catalog. And that is Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze. So this is a catalog bar. This one has like palm, pineapple. What else is in here? I get like the tiniest hint of either coconut or coconut milk. It might be more coconut milk, but very little. If you're afraid of coconut, I wouldn't worry. This is like palm leaves and pineapple. Very nice, very kind of sweet, fresh, breezy. Really nice for June, especially for like a warmer day or for bathrooms. So that's a good one. I haven't warmed this one in a while. This is a very good bar. I always forget how much I like this one. This was actually in my club for a while. Yeah, Very, very good. So Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze, I think it was very popular when it first came out. I feel like it's kind of flown under the radar like since like last year. So I feel like this one needs some love. So if you haven't tried Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze, give it a try. I think you'll be happy with it. Now, I don't typically like fresh scents, which I've said many times. And while this is fresh, I would also say it's got enough fruitiness to it that even if you're not typically a fan of fresh scents, I think you're gonna like this. So whether you're a fresh or fruity fan, Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze is a good one. And performance on that is around average, if I remember correctly. I would say medium strength, average duration. The next one I have here is another classic, very Scentsy bar, Bonfire Beach. Nice open layout bar, nice and strong, very, very long lasting. If you like to leave your wax in for 2 or 3 days, Bonfire Beach is your bar. This is so good. Now the bar I have in my hand here, it has been sitting for over a year, so it's aged. Fresh bars have a little bit more of a masculine note to them. This one is a lot of marshmallow. This bar has like white flint, driftwood, salty sea air, and marshmallow. The marshmallow comes out more with age, so the longer you let Bonfire Beach sit, the more you're gonna smell that marshmallow. The other thing you can do with this bar that I really like to do is mix it with a vanilla scent. So I like to mix it with Vanilla Waves, which is not available anymore. Or you could mix it with like Sugar Cookie, Vanilla Bean Buttercream. I think it would mix well with like Sun Castles. Any of that. Oh, this is so good. This is a great bar. This is fresh and a little bit woodsy and also very sweet. It's kind of got something for everybody except fruit. So it's got the woodsy notes, it's got the fresh salty sea air notes, and it's got that very, very cozy, gooey marshmallow note. This is good, like really, really good. So Bonfire Beach, such a good one. Strong, long lasting. If you're looking for like great open layout bars for any house, Rainbow Sherbet and Bonfire Beach are what I would suggest. Very, very good. The next one here is the only bar of this bunch that I don't have a bar of, and it's Cocoa Nuts for Coconuts. This bar has coconut and white florals, and white floral are a migraine trigger for me. So this is a very popular bar. It's a very good performing bar. I remember it being quite strong and lasting for about 2 days. So it does very well. I don't have a bar of it because it gives me a migraine. So if you like coconut, like kind of sunscreen, white floral type scents, I think you'd really enjoy Cocoa Nuts for Coconuts, and I think it lends itself well to June because it does have the summery coconut notes mixed with some florals that might be too heavy for the hottest part of the summer. So I like Cocoa Nuts for Coconuts for June before it's like very, very hot, before it's like peak summer temperatures, because I feel like in peak summer temperatures, that floral could be probably a little bit too much. So that is my suggestion for Cocoa Nuts for June. The next bar I have here is kind of like a cousin to Tangerine Creamsicle, and this is Apricot Vanilla. This is also in the catalog, and this one has like peachy ice cream apricot goodness. Very creamy. Not quite as sweet maybe as Tangerine Creamsicle. This has a much creamier, lighter, softer quality to it. That one is more creamsicle. This is more peaches and cream, like very smooth and soft. It's so pretty. This one is nice for smaller spaces. I would say bedrooms. I would not try this in an open layout. I don't think it's strong enough. This one is, I would say light, maybe light medium with age, but probably light more than anything. And longevity, I think, is around average, if I remember right, about a day. So around average performance, but definitely a bedroom scent. Really pretty, like the prettiest peaches and cream type scent ever. So Apricot Vanilla is a really good one. I believe this one is also possibly, is that right? I think Heidi Orville really likes this one too. I think I've heard that. So yeah, it's very pretty, very classic. I think they've had this for quite a long time as well. So that's a good bar. And again, a nice June melt, very soft and pretty. Next up here, we have Sun Castles. This is a new release this season. This one is beautiful. This one has like almond to it. It's got, oh, this one is so good. When this first came out, we kind of looked at the notes and we wondered if this was going to be similar to the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream, like the original scent. And at that particular time, I didn't really think so. It wasn't super similar to my nose. I think if you liked one, you might like the other, but they weren't what I would call very much similar. I'm smelling it more now. This bar has been sitting for a couple months and I can smell much more similarity between this and the Boom Boom Cream now than I could before. I feel like this is sweetening up with time. It's getting more of that like creamy, like bakery, not bakery, but like creamy gourmand tone. Yeah, it's not bakery, it's gourmand. This is very good. It's sweet. I get like a bit of a tanning oil scent to it. It's just summer in a bar. Like, this is beautiful. I think I'm gonna do this in my bedroom next, because I did this in my open layout back when it first came out and it was not strong enough. But I think for bedrooms, this is gonna be perfect. And my friend Em actually said that this one's actually doing very well for her now, after letting it sit for just a little while. So I think this is gonna be one of those bars where time is its friend. And if you want, oh, I can't stop sniffing this one. It is so good. That is a very good bar. So Sun Castles, very much a great June bar. I do think this bar would be beautiful all through the summer though. This is just a knock it out of the park favorite for summer. So Sun Castles. Next up here we have Berry Sweet. This one, is again a new catalog bar this season. It is on the strong side. I would say this is like at least a 7 out of 10 in strength. I would say it's open layout worthy for most spaces. This is not a super long lasting bar. That is this one's downfall. But for a while, this one is quite a nice strong bar. This one is like strawberry candy glaze goodness. Yeah, it's very sweet. Like, not candy strawberry, like not like a strawberry hard candy, more like strawberries that you've glazed in like either a red candy apple glaze or in that like glaze you use when you're gonna make strawberry shortcake. It's that kind of strawberry. It's strawberries with this like red candy glaze. This one is one that if you get it, I think it smells great cold too, but if you get this and it smells a little bit too much for you, put it in the warmers before you decide, because this one, from everyone I've talked to, this one blooms in the warmer. It really does. This one just gets so much better once it's warm. Yeah, it's so good. I'm really loving this June assortment this month. Like, I really like these bars. Yeah, this is a very good one. This is definitely a repeat purchase for me. I will warm quite a bit of this probably most of the year round. So Berry Sweet's a winner. And the last bar to discuss here is a bar I do have a bar of, but I can't find my bar of it. It is Summer Moonlight. This one has sweet pea, raspberry, and vanilla, and this one is gorgeous. If you smell the Mother's Day bar Courage, Summer Moonlight is a little bit like that. I find Summer Moonlight just a little bit sweeter, and I just prefer Summer Moonlight a little bit more. I find it to have better performance, and it's just a beautiful bedroom scent. I think you could possibly do Summer Moonlight in an open layout, but for me, it just lends itself to being a bedroom scent. I think if you have a large bedroom, it'll handle it no problem. Summer Moonlight is a fairly strong bar. I would say a solid medium, but again, it just kind of lends itself well with the kind of perfumey, floral, floaty quality of it to a bedroom. So that one is a pretty one. And again, I put it in June because I do feel it is a bar again where if you did this in peak heat season, it might be just a little bit too much. It might be a little bit too cloying or too heavy or something. But I feel like June is kind of like a perfect month for Summer Moonlight. June or August potentially. It could have gone in either month, but I think this is a good time of year for Summer Moonlight, and it's a beautiful one. The next two that I have here are bars that are not in the catalog, but they are currently available, and I think they're honorable mentions. I think these would be both perfect bars for June. The first one, I thought June immediately when I smelled this. This is it April scent of the month? This was the March scent of the month. It is Sunshine Mango. This one has mango, pineapple, and it's just crisp and sweet and fruity and a little bit tart. There's nothing syrupy sweet about this bar. It's not overly sweet or too sweet. It is just kind of a crisp, fresh, fruity scent. Very nice. I would say about a medium strength, slightly lower than average duration, but very, very good. Perfect June bar. I think this would also be good throughout the summer when it's very hot too. I think this is one of those bars that even when it is like the hottest days of the year, this one would be very, very nice in the warmers. That is Sunshine Mango. The next one here is from the Garden Collection. Now, most of the Garden Collection currently is sold out. It is not being restocked from what I can tell on the workstation. It looks like it is sold out, not to be restocked. You can, however, still add the bars from that collection to your Scentsy Club, or even to a one-time Scentsy Club and get them that way. So the next bar here is from the Garden Collection, and I believe it is sold out, but you can still get it through Club, and it is Hibiscus Sunset. This is one that I wasn't sure if I was even going to get, but I threw a bar in and I went and got more because it was so good. This is everything that I had hoped Aloha Orchid last year would be. This is fresh, sweet. It's like, it doesn't have a whole lot of floral to it. For being in the garden collection, hibiscus tends to be more of a tart floral, and this is a tart, like a tart fruity fresh bar. It's really, really pretty. Very nicely balanced. I think it smells kind of tropical without being too sweet, without being floral really, except for the hibiscus. And it also has a fresh note to it without being aquatic or watery or minerally in any way. It's a nicely blended, very pretty scent. I would love this in like a body spray. I think it's beautiful. So Hibiscus Sunset. This bar, I have not warmed it yet, so I can't tell you how it performs. But I did club this one for the time being because it's very, very good. So that is Hibiscus Sunset, another honorable mention. And that is my suggestions on what you might want to warm in June. I would love to hear below what your suggestions are for June, because that is just my ideas. What do you like to warm in June? Like particularly, what kinds of things do you like to warm? Are there any specific bars you warm? I would just love to hear in the comments below what you're planning to warm this coming month. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a great week. I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.